What's up, trainers? Welcome back to PokePlayLab_DBSHQ, your home for elite Pokemon TCG strategies and master deck builds. Today, we're breaking down a brand new master deck build featuring Alakazam X and Slaking X, a powerhouse duo that's an absolute menace in today's meta. With insane synergy, tempo control, and disruptive power, this deck dominates whether you're climbing the online ladder or tearing it up at locals. Also, if you've got a YouTube channel, drop your link in the comments. I'd love to check it out and support fellow creators in the community. Don't forget to swing by the community page to vote in the latest image poll, and stay locked in with the announcements playlist for tournament updates, raffles, and giveaways. Want to support the channel? You can donate through the Cash App link on our YouTube page. Every bit helps and keeps the content rolling strong. So buckle up, trainers, because it's time to unleash the chaos with Alakazam X and Slaking X. Stay sharp, stay awesome, and as always, keep playing. First up, we've got 4 copies of Abra, a basic Psychic-type Pokemon with 50 HP. It has 1 attack, Psyshot, which costs 1 Psychic Energy and deals 20 damage. Abra comes with a ×2 weakness to Dark Pokemon, a 30 resistance against fighting Pokemon, and a retreat cost of 1 colorless energy. A simple but solid starter for setting up your Psychic line. Next, we've got 2 copies of Kadabra, a Stage 1 Psychic-type Pokemon that evolves from Abra. It has 80 HP and 1 attack. Teleportation attack. For the cost of 1 Psychic Energy, it deals 30 damage, and then you switch Kadabra with one of your benched Pokemon. Kadabra also has a ×2 weakness to Dark Pokemon, a 30 resistance to fighting Pokemon, and a retreat cost of 1 colorless energy. Now we've got the star of the deck, 4 copies of Alakazam X. This Psychic-type Pokemon evolves from Kadabra and comes in with a massive 310 HP. It has 2 powerful attacks. First, Mind Jack. For just 2 colorless energy, it hits for 90 damage plus an extra 30 damage for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Then there's Dimensional Hand. For 2 Psychic Energy, it deals 120 damage, and the best part is you can use it even while Alakazam X is on your bench. That's the core of our strategy. We'll play Alakazam X from the bench and snipe down our opponent's basic Pokemon. And if they bring out a big HP threat, we can use boss's orders to drag it back to the bench and deal with it there. This card is extremely powerful, and while it's been flying under the radar, in the right hands it's absolutely unstoppable. Alakazam X also comes with a ×2 weakness to Dark Pokemon, a 30 resistance to fighting Pokemon, and a retreat cost of 1 colorless energy. Next, we're running 4 copies of Slaking. It's a normal-type basic Pokemon with 60 HP. Its attack, Take It Easy, costs just 1 colorless energy and heals 60 damage from Slaking, but during your next turn, it can't retreat. Slaking has a ×2 weakness to fighting Pokemon and a retreat cost of 2 colorless energy. Next, we have 1 copy of Vigoroth. It's a normal-type Pokemon that evolves from Slaking with 90 HP. Its attack, Slashing Claw, costs 2 colorless energy and deals 50 damage. Vigoroth has a ×2 weakness to fighting Pokemon and a retreat cost of 2 colorless energy. Next, we have 3 copies of Slaking X. This normal-type Pokemon evolves from Vigoroth and packs a massive 340 Hydrogen Phosphide, making it one of our main walls in this deck. It comes with 1 ability and 1 attack. Its ability, Born to Slack, stops it from attacking if your opponent has no Pokemon X or V in play, which can be a little restrictive. But that's where our main card, Alakazam X, comes in to handle those smaller Pokemon. When it comes to most matchups though, your opponent will usually have X Pokemon on the field. And that's where Slaking X shines. Its attack, Great Swing, costs just 2 colorless energy, requires you to discard an energy, and deals a massive 280 damage. This makes it a serious threat to almost anything in play. It has a ×2 weakness to fighting Pokemon and a retreat cost of 4 colorless energy. Next, we're running 4 copies of Mimikyu, a basic Psychic-type Pokemon with 70 HP. It features 1 powerful ability and 1 attack. Ability Safeguard, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon X and Pokemon V. Attack Ghost Eye, for 1 Psychic and 1 colorless energy, place 7 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. This card is fantastic for stalling while you set up your board. Safeguard makes Mimikyu a major problem for decks that rely on X or V Pokemon. Many opponents will struggle to deal with it efficiently. In some matchups, Mimikyu alone can take down multiple Pokemon X or V just by avoiding damage and stacking pressure with Ghost Eye. Weakness to Metal-type Pokemon ×2. Retreat cost, 1 colorless energy. Next up, we're running 4 copies of Arven. When you play this card, you can search your deck for 1 item card and 1 Pokemon tool card, reveal them, and add them to your hand. then shuffle your deck. This is super helpful for grabbing key cards like Rare Candy or Switch to set up your board faster. And for Pokemon tools, we are not running any. Arven gives you consistency and flexibility, helping you grab exactly what you need, when you need it. Next we have one copy of Cyrano. This supporter card lets you search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon X, reveal them, and add them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. It's a super clutch card for grabbing key pieces like Alakazam X and Slaking X when you need them most, whether you're setting up early or preparing for a big swing turn. Cyrano helps you find exactly what you need. Next, we have 2 copy of Bill's Transfer. This card lets you look at the top 8 cards of your deck, then reveal and add any number of Pokemon you find there to your hand. The rest get shuffled back into your deck. Bill's Transfer is what I'd call a high-risk, high-reward supporter. Sometimes, you might hit a dry spell and find no Pokemon at all, but more often than not, you'll pull 2 or 3 solid Pokemon to boost your setup. So while it's not always consistent, when it hits, it definitely helps smooth out your game. Next, we're running 2 copy of Rourke. This supporter card lets you draw 2 cards, then grab a basic energy from your discard pile and add it to your hand. It's a solid card for hand control and energy recovery, giving you just what you need to keep your strategy going, especially in longer matches where energy can get tight. Next up, we've got 3 copies of Boss's Orders. This card lets you switch in one of your opponent's benched Pokemon into the active spot, which can be a total game changer. The key here is timing. Only play Boss's Orders when you know you can knock out the Pokemon right away. Whether it's to finish off a damaged threat or pick off a weaker target for a quick prize card, it's all about setting up that decisive play. That's why I run 3 copies. It can turn the game in your favor instantly. Use it wisely. Next, we run 2 copies of Hilda. This supporter lets you search your deck for an evolution Pokemon and an energy card, reveal them, and put them into your hand before shuffling your deck. It's a really solid consistency card since it helps us grab key pieces like Vigoroth, Slaking X, Kadabra, or even Alakazam X, plus an energy at the same time. Basically, it's 2 cards for the price of 1, making it a big win for this deck. Now let's move on to our item cards, starting with 2 copies of Buddy Buddy Poffin. This card lets you search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less, and put them directly onto your bench, then shuffle. It's a key setup card in this deck, perfect for grabbing important combos like Abra, Slakothormimikyu, early on and getting your board established fast. Next we are running 4 copies of Rare Candy. This card allows you to skip the Stage 1 evolution and go straight from a basic Pokemon to a Stage 2. As long as you have the correct Stage 2 in your hand. Just keep in mind, you can't use Rare Candy on your first turn and you can't use it on a basic Pokemon that was just put into play this turn. I include 4 copies of Rare Candy in this deck to help speed up my evolutions, especially for key cards like Alakazam X or Slaking X. While I do run their Stage 1 forms, getting those Stage 2s out faster can really give you an edge and help you take control of the game early. And don't forget, when you play Arven, Rare Candy is a great item to search for if you're ready to evolve. Next, we have 2 copy of Night Stretcher. This item lets you put either a Pokemon or a basic energy card from your discard pile into your hand. It's a super flexible recovery card, whether you need to get back a key Pokemon for your strategy or grab a basic energy to set up your next attack. Night Stretcher gives you that utility when you need it most. Next, we're including 3 copies of Switch. This card lets you swap your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon, which is especially useful if we need to rotate Slaking X or any other Pokemon that needs support. Next, we have 1 copy of Prime Catcher. This powerful card lets you switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon into the active spot, and if you do, you also have to switch your active Pokemon with one from your bench. This is perfect for pulling up a weaker opponent for an easy knockout. Just remember, you'll have to switch too. Next, we're playing 1 copy of Super Rod. This item lets you shuffle up to 3 cards from your discard pile back into your deck, in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy. While you can definitely mix it up, for example, shuffling back 1 Pokemon and 2 energy, I usually use Super Rod to recycle 3 energy, keeping my energy count healthy and ready for future turns. Finally, we're running 11 Psychic Energy to provide consistent support for the deck's main attackers. And that wraps up our master deck build featuring Alakazam X and Slaking X. If you enjoyed the breakdown or found it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more Pokemon TCG deck builds. And let me know in the comments what combos you'd like to see next. Until next time, keep training, keep battling, and I'll see you in the next video.
Don't forget to subscribe!